Sounds like everything is all clear, so looks like we're all good to go. Alright. So, this evening, we have some important tasks to take care of before we can advance in the main story, because I was checking the quest lists at the end of the previous stream, and it said that I had a lot of work to do before I can advance to where we're going next. So, in order to do that, we're going to focus on getting that stuff taken care of tonight. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Genshin Impact live here on Twitch. So, we are here in Liyue, of course, where last stream we got through to the end of the story arc here. And so we are ready, once we get some important quests done, to advance to the next territory known as Inazuma. I was given the opportunity, thanks to Elizabeth and Luna at the end of the previous stream, to sequence break and check out another territory that's what we're kind of sequence breaking to, known as Sumeru. And so they furnished me with the opportunity to unlock a whole bunch of the waypoints that are over there. Also, it would help if I was pointing at the map. Of course, knowing the way the game works, it's not all a certainty that I get the map. So they gave me all these points. I can't unlock these statues of the 7 yet, obviously because this is sequence breaking, so I'm not allowed to access the 4 of them, at least, that I'll be unlocking in that territory. So focus tonight is to go to the go and get myself to the point where we get to do this. Complete other quests to continue. As you can see, we have a lot of them. Yeah, we have a lot of them. One of them I can do right now, but the others will require me to possibly take care of some other stuff. So, since we can do one of them, we will go ahead and take care of it right now. Hey there, Charles. Hey there, Luna. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. So, let's go ahead. Once I'm allowed to look at the right spot. Please. Yeah, this is one of the mandatory quests. A teapot to call home. So we are going to go ahead and hit the activation for this. We're going to go to this quest and navigate to it. So we're going to be meeting with Madame Ping again. Yeah, we had the opportunity to go in her fancy little teapot universe in a previous stream, so it looks like we're going to be doing that again. So let's see just how much of the mandatory quests we can get done tonight in order to get ourselves onward to Inazuma. Of course, gotta let my stamina recover. Oh, okay. Well, it felt like sequence breaking because we're going into a territory that is not the next one in the main story. So for me, it kind of felt like sequence breaking. Where are you, Madame Ping? Oh, you're this way. Yeah, the glitters have gone off for some silly reason. Somewhere around here is where we will find her. And yeah, any help you can provide is always appreciated.
Children, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
I only did as I should.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it.
Imagine we need to take it with us to Inazuma.
When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds.
In a manner of speaking.
That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
Subspace creation?
Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will.
And hopefully not part of the Illuminati.
I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that
A
ability.
trinket, you say?
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
Hopefully Zhongli doesn't have us wild, or hopefully you don't have us wild goose chase like Zhongli did.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need.
So we're gonna go find the youngster. Meanwhile, hey there, Elizabeth. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days.
Yeah, and what are those, if I might ask?
Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today.
We seem to notice a lot of that happening here in Liyue.
Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite.
Oh geez, really?
Which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans.
Oh, well, I have actually obtained jadeite. I think I have the specific one she's talking about.
Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Yeah, who is this child?
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
Is this Zhao?
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I don't believe we've
So
met.
this is a different character.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yen Fei, I believe you already heard of the traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records.
For the good reasons, right?
You became one of Liyue's most
Nope.
wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui.
Oh, jeez.
before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame.
Yeah, it seems like she wanted me to continue to be on the lam.
A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yenfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment.
Yeah, especially since we've been absolved.
You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Are you really an Adeptus?
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom.
Wow.
They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Wow. You seem like this is all okay to you that your parents just abandoned you.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yenfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores.
Is that so?
He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins.
Hairpins?
And wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some.
I guess we'll come with you then.
Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for
It
sure.
certainly is.
Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Yeah, I can know this is gonna be all sorts of fun. In the meantime, I'll help myself to the nearby flowers that are glowing, or growing, including the glaze lily. And let's go and move on and meet with Mr. Krosel. See how he's doing. So how are you doing tonight? Let me go and find this particular individual. We're going to be going around the various buildings, gliding down to the docks, it seems. Hanging more of a left. Yeah, we'll get there. Like, there he is right there. Mr. Krosel. How do you do?
Hello, Mr. Crossell. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
Yes, what brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of smaragdus jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhi. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
How do you rent out a hair accessory?
Wait, isn't smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
Yeah, he already seems to be taking this nonchalantly.
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhi before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value.
Well, at least they covered that part.
In return, I included a clause that guarantees the smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Zhi in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
No ambiguities there.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Chow lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
But yeah, I've never heard of renting something like that. It turns out the lady in question is actually pretty close by, which is good for us. But it looks like we'll have to climb a little higher to get to her. Oh, she's up there. Can I make the jump here? I can. It's like, this seems pretty short, but it seems like I can make this jump.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
Well, are you who we've been looking for?
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Miss Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins? I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them.
I don't think we should be surprised.
I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice.
Why did you need them in the first place?
My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices.
Oh boy.
That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me.
Well, yeah, this is gonna be awkward.
But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Yeah, maybe this is because this is the part where you can see we can help.
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Who needs a middleman?
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Miss Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
So you have the copy of the contract, but you don't have the hairpins.
Let me see.
That's That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Jichao somehow.
Be a little unfair to Crystal.
True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Jichao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
What roundabout way are you going about to explain this to us?
Please. Please, don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item and I should pay compensation per the contract.
It's such a huge sum of money, though. I know how you
However
feel.
much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants, after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossell in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth to the touch, finest quality jade.
Yeah, something the matter?
No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossell's.
All right. Oh, this is gonna be quite the back and forth, isn't it? So let's jump back down. And not quite freak the man out. Yeah, didn't quite do that.
Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jichao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
Yeah, about that.
About that.
Yeah. And she explains what happened.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Yes. And if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossell.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Yeah. If you found any of the stuff that he has on his person, she may be about to say that the jade is not real. That's what I'm expecting is going to happen here. Yeah, if Yanfei was assessing what was in Crystal's stock, it could very well be leading to Yanfei saying that the jade is fake. So it's over here where we'll have to have our conversation.
Miss Yenfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all.
That's what I was expecting.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave.
Yeah, make sure he has all the loopholes covered.
And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
Well, you gotta make sure you keep your bases covered, right?
It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yunfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well.
Why do you look so confused there, Paimon?
And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
Wow. You're very thorough.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
And so am I.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
Why do I get the feeling that the fees in the contract are going to be just the same, if not more, than if the Smaragdus jadeite was genuine?
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy.
Yeah, do you need anything?
Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
It certainly will be. Hey there, Antonius, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Yeah.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some.
Are you sure it's not coming from me?
Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where can we find someone who processes ore? Ah, I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Oh, really? Oh, and it's right over our shoulder. Or right over your shoulder, specifically. It's a shame of, I don't know, is it, do I have Smaragdus in my inventory? Because remember, last stream you and, Luna and Elizabeth did take me to the chasm, and I'm pretty sure I did see Jadeite amongst the things obtained. Would it be under my greens? No, it wouldn't be under there. Where would that be under? Also, I guess this is a good time, Zany. Off camera, while doing grinding, I went back to some of the dungeons that I've been to previously. And as a result, I've actually leveled up my... I've been able to ascend a couple of my characters. I've been able to ascend Florian, and I've been able to ascend Kaya. But Jinyan and Razor have some very complicated items that I need in order to get them to ascend, including the Wolf's Tooth or something, or Wolf's Bane? Wolf Hook. Yeah, I need to get at least 20 of those in order to get Razor to ascend. Also, I used some more Primo Gems to finally complete the last element that was not on my roster yet. I had every other element except for one until now. I finally have a Dendro character in Yao Yao, who I've made a point. I've decided to, for the elements that I don't have currently in my possession, to get them as close as I can to where the main party is. That way, in case I need to switch something up or whatever, they're at least at level 40, so if I have if an opportunity presents itself, I can ascend them to get them closer to where the main party is currently leveled. So that's certainly something I'm trying to keep into consideration. So I have, in addition to my current 4 elements, I have a backup Dendro and Yao Yao, I have a backup Animal in Farazan, and I have a backup Hydro in Barbara.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
And of course, if I need to switch to ranged, I still have Amber. Alright, so let's go over to Chateau.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh, it's you, Miss Yanfei. Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is secret.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnine merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnine merchant named Crossel, you say?
Yeah, that kind of hand gesturing kind of tells us yes.
I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them.
Yeah, if it's his first time, then obviously he doesn't know either.
He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
Yeah, let's assess the situation. Alright, there's supposed Jadeites. What are you really?
if my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings.
Oh, jeez. Are we gonna add in Zoisite and Malachite too?
Yes. It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
Let's guess why.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental sight a shot.
It's been a long time since I used that.
So, did you find
Well,
anything?
there it is used in the cutscene. Not a trace of elemental energy.
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
What also surprises me is the fact that she didn't assess whether or not it was jadeite before she actually acquired the hairpins.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart.
I'm sure you would. Even you?
There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell...
Unusual
going on?
actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Okay then. What do you have to say about what we've got?
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
Yeah, your gesturing is a really bad giveaway.
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir, Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
That's for us to know. That's for you to know, for us to find out.
Oh, I have my reasons. Yes. Please sign here on this affidavit.
Make sure you read it.
This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yenfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue.
Minor issue.
Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did.
Just don't get too enthusiastic there, Paimon.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more
Yeah,
compelling.
that's what I thought.
If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry.
Wait a minute, don't we know
No.
such a merchant here?
Got it. Sing Sing.
Yeah, her.
She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many
Maybe
people?
because she's an adeptus and she's been alive for so long?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle
can we stop
because
zooming
I've
in on her
memorized
legs?
all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
Yeah. Is this how Adepti becomes so adept at everything?
Oh, this has nothing to do with being an Adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again, with that casual tone.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Singsi.
Alright then.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Take me there, glittering path to where we gotta go. Going across the bridge in order to see Sing Si. Yeah, we passed by the jewelers on a few occasions, and so we're back.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time...
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Krosel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Singsi, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil
Oh,
Affairs.
jeez.
Mr. Krosel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf.
Yeah, that makes it even worse.
I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Singsi. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Clearly.
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
Nature of legal consultancy.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
Yeah, why him?
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
Well. Yeah, we're certainly going the long way, aren't we? But it's to get the job done and for us to advance in the story. We want to get to Izanuma, or Inazuma rather. I imagine I'll be butchering that name quite a few times. Up the stairs we go, back to the pharmacy. I find it so strange that the pharmacy is in a place that seems like it looks like a temple. Alright, Baiju.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No doubt.
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it.
Yeah, I'm looking at what you are talking about there, Elizabeth. I guess Baiju is not a popular enough character to get featured in promo art.
It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yanfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite.
I'm guessing these two know each other very well.
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago.
Oh, is that so?
But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yanfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
You're very astute.
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
And away she goes, and so will we.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
Yes, we must find him. We gotta give him a talking to without pulling the wool over a person's eyes. Oh, where did he go? There he is. Hey, you. Sha-na-na-na.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
You're gonna be pretty disappointed.
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
Oh, yes, I guess we're gonna show all 3 parts, or just one at a time?
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite, he returned the valuable jadeite core to me, and some nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
Yeah. Boo-boo.
Oh, come on. I meant the backup copy of the document from the Ministry of Civil...
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now.
Yeah.
Because I
In
do
close.
recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't
Yeah,
revealed
close
yet.
up now.
Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
Let's hope you're right.
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
I had no idea.
I'm sure you did.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
I doubt it.
What? Wait! I knew.
That's what we thought.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually...
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Good luck getting out of this.
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Yeah, legal consultancy for you. She's hammering it
I
down.
admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite.
Yeah, womp womp womp.
But I'm a victim in all of this too.
Sure you are.
I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it,
Well,
which is
yeah.
why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Yes. Why charge an extortionate retail price?
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
I think they already are.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client.
Yeah.
According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Yep.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite.
You really need to stop calling it that.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for
Like
that.
what?
Ms. Jiqiao, You...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right, then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yanfei, I'll turn the Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever. It'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yanfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second, if I may.
Again?
I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
You might not have a choice. Meanwhile...
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well.
I guess.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
Yeah, we never found them.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution. An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious
stop
little
looking
to
at
me
your legs?
compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
There's more than just reason involved.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Tenterhooks? I have no idea what those are. Yeah, let's head on back to her. Gotta go higher in order to get to where she is. I forget, is there another place I can climb? It seems that way. Oh, will I not be able to? Oh boy. There we go. Thank goodness. Oh, got myself into some flowers. And we'll go back to Madame Ping.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus jadeite?
Yeah, thanks to Yanfei.
Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you? All right then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye. Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you.
Is it magic or something? Will it bring you to me the moment I may have a problem?
I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts
I had
too.
a feeling.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Make a break for it, quickly.
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
Truly unique Adeptus, yeah. Very knowledgeable, too.
Indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Liyue is not the same place I once knew.
No, it isn't.
All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
How long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
Begins to construct the gifts, alright. And then...
There we go. This Serenity pot is all yours now.
That's clever.
Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen.
Yeah, that thing with clay, you know.
Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Oh, can I make like my own sanctuary or something?
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Okay. So that unlocks the Serenity pot. What's objective is in your Serenity pot? Head there to continue. Open the inventory and view your gadgets. Switch to the Gadgets tab. Which brings us to this thing. Place. And enter. Okay, there are 3 places we go to. Floating Abode, Emerald Peak, Cool Isle, and we need Silken Prints and Nature's True Fruits. Well, let's look at the 3 various places. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling it was. It was giving me that feeling, so can definitely work with that.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too! Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Yeah, get Chillis and Paimon, you could carve a whole house out of this rock or dig a barrel for it to deliver now, I guess.
Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway, you do it! Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house?
Oh, you can't look at all 3, okay.
Oh, wait a second, what is that?
Yeah, that would be the person we were told about.
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
Yeah, it's kind of like the it's kind of like the fish people from Final Fantasy XIV, the Namazu. It's a blue Namazu being like kind of like a genie because it's floating on something.
It's a huge finch!
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me, hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called again?
Yeah, did we tell you?
Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
Okay, sure.
So you're the little helper Madame Ping mentioned?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night.
I guess we're gonna find out more about you.
Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please. Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Alright. That's what we got here.
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot. Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
Maybe we could.
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past.
Oh, okay.
He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
Of course.
A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
Zhongli.
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since.
Wow.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Alright, Serenity Pot. After using and summoning the Serenity Pot, travelers can interact with it and enter the abode within. Travelers can also use summon the pot while they are within its confines. Interacting with the Serenity Pot in this state will allow travelers to leave it. Travelers can also directly open the map interface and fast travel to any of the teleport waypoints to immediately leave the Serenity Pot. Okay. To learn about all manner of teapot-related affairs, you can create all kinds of items on the creation screen. Materials used to create items can be gathered all over the world, which we already know. After obtaining a furnishing, use the place function to put it in position. Place furnishings to increase your adeptal energy rank of your Serenity Pot. As your adeptal energy rank increases, realm currency will accumulate at a faster rate. Spend realm currency in the realm depot to purchase various items. Once in a while, a teapot traveling salesman will visit your abode. There is a chance that he will bring some rare treasures with him. If you acquire the blueprint for a furnishing set, you can place furnishings by batch. You can still make adjustments to individual furnishings when batch placing them. Alright. And we can now hit the placement button. Travelers ensure that our follow terms of I1, the gender creation of content. Oh. Oops. On cooldown, access the edit menu later. Okay, fine. Ah, you arrived quickly. Good, good. What's up? I asked you to come here so I could give you little gifts. I do not know if I told you before, but these abodes are private spaces created by the Adepti for themselves. Most Adepti will use certain methods to steal their abode away from the rest of the world to ensure its purity and avoid being disturbed. Afterward, Adepti would create a realm dispatch for those they wish to invite into their abode. This realm dispatch bears the signature of the abode's adeptal energy and that of the Adeptus themselves. As such, anyone who has this dispatch can enter or exit the abode freely. Before, this abode was an incomplete embryonic state. Those whom you invited into it would only have been able to enter and exit together with you, rather than remain for long periods. But now, well, take this own dispatch that I've created for you and hold it in your hand. Tightly now. Yeah, what should I do next? Don't worry, you need only hold this dispatch and it will draw some of your energy out and into it. Ah yes, I heard Ping mention that you made great friends in a great many places. As such, I suspect that we were to distribute one dispatch to each one of them, we would be here making dispatches for a long time. As such, I have made some modifications to this dispatch. All you need to do is tap the palm of the person you'd like to invite lightly with the dispatch, and your energy signature will remain on them, allowing them to enter and leave your realm with ease. It's almost like marking, isn't it? Well, sort of, but why did you have to put it so weirdly? Well, here's the realm dispatch. Go forth and invite whoever you wish. It seems that this place shall become lively quite soon. Alright, so that's taken care of. So now that we've got all that taken care of, see how that now is highlighted. And we can claim these things. And there's more over here. Please ensure that you follow our terms of service. Okay, and we can just generate replicas. Oh, okay. So this is basically my save file. Alright. And then... oops, nope, over here. So we got Tinuon Lantern, a portable fruit stand. I got some more intertwined fates. We got Angioculus. And what's this thing over here? Probably telling me about the Serenity Pot, which it is. Okay, so then, now that we have that all taken care of, we still have other things that we need to get done. So I need to, first of all, leave the teapot. Go back over to Liyue, and just drop ourselves back at the main waypoint. Yeah, I don't know how often I'll use the Serenity Pot. I think I just want to focus on what I'm trying to do in game. Well, it all depends on the stuff that I need, the other things that I need to check off in order to advance the story so I can move on to Inazuma. So yeah, I need to find that out first. Okay, so now that we've done all that, let's go ahead and move on. Slowly but surely. Okay, so yeah, I gotta make sure I complete all these other quests. Yeah, these two, as well as Wherefore Did the Spirit's Stone Descend? Which I don't see on the list yet. A current character is currently involved in another quest, cannot join this quest, so yeah, not worried about that. Yeah, where would I need to find the other things needed in order to Taurus Iracundus? Where would I find these quests? Because that's the thing I want to be able to do before I advance further here. Plus, I need to do some other quests as well. They want me to do more of We Will Be Reunited. They want me to do the Daneslave quests. I can do Jade and Chamber Rising without restriction. And then there's also this I can take care of as well. So yeah, I'll definitely need help, but it's more to do with trying to get myself further advanced to get closer to proceeding with the main story right now. So if there's any way you know how I can be able to get that stuff taken care of, that would be great. And I figure if I might as well have to go back to the Adventurers Guild back in Mondstadt in order to advance things there, I probably should. Because, yeah, it seems like they want me to do a bunch of chain questing that starts by going back here. Or with characters I need to unlock. Okay. Which characters do I need to unlock, though? Because we know how much of a crapshoot getting new characters is. So in the meantime, we'll go for the Dainsmith.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
Yeah, I'm recruiting new allies.
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions is no easy matter, is it?
Yep, because it's all luck of the draw.
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
You look at the look on my face.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Blonde. Dress is all funny. It feels like Paimon's heard this one before. Wait, do you mean...
Could it be?
Does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Oh, wow. Possibly?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
Distant relative of Kaya.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? Eye patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
I guess not.
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey.
Yeah, but if he's already rejected the guild.
Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now.
Okay, then.
Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence.
Why would I want to talk to Plankton?
He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something about that stranger. I wish you every success, adventurer.
Well, if nothing else, I'll find out about his latest scheme to steal the Krabby Patty formula. Alright. Show me where Mr. Lawrence is. Doesn't look like I'll get what I'm looking for. Yeah, progress. Key quests. Navigate me to where he is. Okay, he's just outside this gate. Because, yeah, I know that for a fact that there are multiple gates in Mondstadt. I just want to know which one it was.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter?
Are you planning to steal the Krabby Patty formula?
A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
Let's hope you're right.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no? Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried telling him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
Hopefully you're right. Yeah, let's go speak with Wagner, see if he knows anything. Of course, we know where he is.
What? You need something?
Well, this time...
Here. I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights or the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master D-Luke probably has his eye on that stranger too
I
then.
wouldn't be surprised.
Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Alright, let's go there. Let's see what's going on over there. We'll head on in and see what needs to be found out. Enter tavern. Who's there? Yeah, if you don't mind me asking. Alright, oh, we're gonna ask at the bar.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Well, actually,
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just a drink, though. Doesn't order anything else.
what else
He
do
even
you have?
sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master D-Luke's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Oh, okay.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's D-Luke for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So he should be here today, too. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Okay. Go to the second floor of the tavern and wait on the seat by the railing. Alright. I had no idea there was a second floor to this place, but apparently there it is. First area reached, now I just have to find the right spot to sit down. Which this is not, apparently. Seat by the railing, okay. Okay, you and Paimon start waiting on the second floor.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Are we gonna make him panic? We head on down. Oh, and he's bolted already. Really? It'll be today. Not for me, thanks anyway. Yeah, where did he run off to? Oh, he's right here. Hey, you.
Can't give up.
Nothing to say, huh? Strong silent type.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
Oh, wow. Is this another one of Child's friends in the Fatui?
A traveler, you say? Why are you
I'm
traveling?
looking for my lost relative. Why am I not surprised to get a response like that?
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
Seems like that is the case.
That little one beside you.
Emergency food.
Uh-huh, we're the best of friends.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
Yeah. We want to invite you, apparently.
Sure.
Wait, just like that?
And he was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, what's the catch?
But I will require advance payment.
Mercenary. How much?
500 mora and 3 answered questions.
Just 500? Okay.
The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
Sure.
That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Yeah, I would have expected more like 500,000 mora. Also, who's that?
Ah, thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
Do I need to answer them all correctly?
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer.
Okay.
Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
Yeah, how did you know who the Venti is?
I know everything that I should.
With a creepy face like that, I'm sure you do.
Well, answer the question.
Yeah. Ultimately, I'm the one who dealt the final blow.
Is that your answer? I see.
Oh, he's from Naruto, okay.
Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Who will defend Liyue Harbor in the future? I would hope the Qixing.
So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not.
Are you such a person?
Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I feel like I should, I feel like this is how I should answer, because it seems like it doesn't matter whether or not... So far, it doesn't seem to matter whether or not you have a vision or not. Everyone gets treated the same way.
So, this is your answer then? I understand. It seems that you're different from her.
Yeah. What do you mean, her?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order.
Fair enough.
Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
Yeah, I have met Abyss mages in the past, sure.
Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world.
They certainly do.
I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages.
I've been thinking about it since the Storm Terror incident ended. We haven't.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid.
They only they're only focused on this place?
It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
Yeah, they won't defeat me.
Uh-huh. We're super duper strong.
That manner, it's just like hers.
Oh, you've met someone like Paimon?
Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
Maybe. All right then. So yeah, we'll just leave directly from here. Yeah, and I just need to remember where the Temple of the Falcon is. Oh, it's right here. Oh. Okay, Mr. Dainsliff. Let's see what you're capable of doing. I imagine he acts independently of me, so he'll show up as a trial character. Yeah, that's what I imagine is going to happen here. Also, I should reactivate the quest because it was accidentally taken off. Oh, he's right here. Okay, we're not going directly inside. At least not yet.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss, the falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods. Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
All right. Okay, we're going in then. Back to the Temple of the Falcon. Okay, Abyssal Traces recommended party level 46, which I am at. And I guess this will be my starting group. And it's my main party, so of course that's my starting group. Likely the one I finished with, too. I want to check something real quick. No, still going. Okay, this is taking a long time. Oh, okay. I was looking into something, but I couldn't find what I was looking for. Anyway, let's begin.
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
I also do have a 10 level advantage here.
What the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Yeah, of course we'll break down the crates to see if there's anything that's worth my time or effort. Of course, this time we're just jumping right in. Yeah, we don't have ammo to sneak attack with, so we're just going guns blazing here. Oh, hello there, the girl.
Feel the beat.
Ooh. I'm trying to get to this.
Will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
I'll show you. Oh, I have this too. Well, I was about to say that almost blew up in his hand. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I was trying to avoid not getting blown up there, but couldn't stop it. Ooh, wolf hooks. Nice. I'll take wolf hooks.
Terra Smash!
I'll hold off on using my special ability until the next zone. Oh, not down yet. There we go. Open door. Also, there's a chest over here. You hang off to the next area. Hello there. Yeah, that'll get everyone going. Yeah, a little bit of pain is coming your way.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh, you're over here. You're over here.
Quick!
And then we can follow up with this. Yeah, we're really getting the elemental stuff going pretty well right now. Just lay that Abyss Mage to waste. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Really?
Freeze!
Yeah, like, where'd that pain came from?
Dodge this!
It's so a shame I can't put the fire out, as it were. Yeah, that was scary. And once again shows just how weak Razor can be. He's definitely got the attack, but he is weak on defense. Okay. We'll need to give him a heal here, if I'm allowed to do so. Yeah, give him something to chow down on. Okay, there we go. Looks like we're gonna fly a little. Gotta go up that way. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Incoming! Oh, it didn't work.
Cool it.
Yeah, that'll teach you.
Freeze.
I'll open for a little protection from the other Abyss Mage here.
Cool it.
Alright, got his shield down, now I can just beat him up. Oh, I hate when that happens. He's down. I'll help myself some wolf hooks.
Freeze.
Oh, he held his position. Well, you're gonna hate this. Yeah, get wrecked. Oh, Xignon, you are really good at that. Okay, we beat them.
Just a few Abyss Mages? Seems like that Herald might have already left.
Alright, could you tell me more about the Abyss Order?
The Abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations.
Oh, you think it is time that Barbara gets her time into the spotlight? Well, who would you recommend that I swap her out with then?
That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dame.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Alright. Also explains why I found all these wolf books. And we don't need to go any further than where we are now. Alright. Do still want to check everything here, leave nothing behind. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling it would say swap Razor out. So yeah, I do have Barbara leveled up to 40 now. I would need to get her some more. Need to get some more experience growing materials in order to get her up to 50. But yeah, I'm in agreement with you. Okay, so Wolvendom it is. Oh, you're going to this spot specifically. Oh. I want to go to Wolvendom. Okay, got it. And yeah, I already knew where the lion's share of the wolf hooks could be found. I want to look up what I need to ascend Barbara, because I do have her position at 40. She needs...
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Well, the Wolfhound thing she needs is the Philanemo mushrooms. That's what she needs the most. But not lacking on this, and I could also fight another Oceanid in order to get her a Cleansing Hearts. Alright, away we go. Oh, this one on board. Oh, it's you, Luna. Alright. So yeah, there you are. Also might as well make use of this. Oh, it won't let me... Okay, it's the quest has to be done outside of co-op mode. It won't let me continue the quest if I'm outside of co-op mode. So yeah, you unfortunately, girls, you can't help me here on this one. Meanwhile, I can light up these little torch areas. Get this chest.
Woohoo! Let me hear ya!
Yeah, if I want to advance in the story, I can't have the two of you helping me out. Oh, she's gonna show me where the mushrooms are. Okay. Well, we are finding some trees and plants. Where did you go to? Oh, you warped over somewhere else. No, that's... I asked map.
Wow.
Oh, you went back into Mondstadt. Alright then. Hey, you want me to challenge the Oceanid too? Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, what the heck?
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it?
What the heck did I stumble into? I just wanted to get back to Mondstadt because I was being guided.
I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Yikes.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Yeah, what research project?
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail? I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Oh, I was forcing this. Sucrose explains everything to Margaret. Yeah, we saw this in a previous stream.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake.
So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyin. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players.
You're leaving it up to a Mikote?
The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Also, Luna, I'm guessing that's you who's trying to photobomb on the camera?
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shuyen. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact.
I guess.
Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Maybe.
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
It was the Duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable that ordinary people such as yourselves are unable to comprehend such a thing.
Ouch.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Somehow I doubt that too.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyin, who will ask Prince.
Yeah, you can tell how awkward that is for Margaret.
Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Can we not?
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline.
Wow.
That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
Prince's paws probably can't hold the cards. Yeah.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Oh, hello there.
Blah, blah, blah. What is
Whoa.
it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know.
We do have a Neko. Diona. The bartender at Cat's Tail hates all alcoholic beverages, but has a rare talent for bartending. Alright.
Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight?
I guess not.
Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not.
Well, no problem. We don't want to learn. At least not yet.
Why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
Wow.
My dear, you are quite mistaken.
You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol.
Maybe.
Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really? Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
And what's that?
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Yeah. Do your job, man.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
Yeah, well, as much as I would want to, we need to get back onto our priority. Yeah, so let's leave the cat's tail. Let's leave the cat's tail. And then do what has to actually be done. Okay, now that we're back outside, no. Navigate to the actual quest. Oh yeah, can't do it while I'm in co-op mode. But you wanted me to follow you to somewhere else. So where are you right now, Luna? Oh, I thought there was a staircase. Oh, you're over there, okay. Alright, show me. Okay, so I guess this is your new acquisition to your roster, Hu Tao. Because I'm seeing the 2 of you talking about it in chat. Oh, up here. Oh, interesting. Find me more. Oh, over here as well. Oh, there's Zhenyan. Alright, stamina accumulate. Oh, for a moment I thought I saw more. Oh, well, there is more. Right there. Continue. Yeah, I was not expecting to find them on the sides of a tower that has a windmill on it. Oh, mushroom. Going. Oh, down here. Oh, you're going away from it. Okay. Yeah, trying to follow you as best I can. Come on, stamina. Coming up here. Past the Tui. And forge onward. Take me where I can find all these Philonemos. Climbing. Some over here, apparently. Oh. Oh, yep, one right here. Keep climbing, keep climbing. More gliding. Hopefully my stamina doesn't give out. Okay, there's... Well, hold on. There's a chest over here.
Time to celebrate. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I can see the next one. Are we going right to the top? Or have you already... Yeah, it looks like you've already jumped off. Oh. Yeah, I'm on the verge of jumping off. I see you gliding. I see you gliding. One up here? Okay, there's one. Oh, and one over here too. Come to me, my little Philanemos. Can't see. Alright, I'm following you on the ground. Found one up there. Okay, can I climb up from here? No. Yeah, trying to find my way back up to you. Yeah, go around. Find a way to get my footing. Oh, freezing, freezing. Okay, over there. Oh, okay. And one on this side. Alright. Next stop. Climb down. Yeah, we're doing the ninja thing. Jumping from rooftop to rooftop. Ow! No! No! Can I get around from here? Alright, there we go. You see another one? Is it on the front of the house?
Toodaloo.
How many do I have? Let me look. I think I have like 8 or something. Actually, hold on. There's an easy way to find out. I have... Oh, I've got enough.
When I'll be as tall as
I got
my
11.
big sister.
Okay, so yeah, it just takes an Oceania to get me to ascend Barbara. Alright, ready for the Oceania then. Barbara.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Okay, take me to it. Navigate. Alright, that's the place we're going. Yeah, that's the place we're going. So we're up there. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, we gotta go north. As best as I can. Let me pick up the Geo Sigil. Oh, treasure chests are being obtained for me. Climb that sheer face there, Jinyan. Yeah, you can get up there, girl. Put yourself up and go. You're gonna have to ignore you hilichurls. You're gonna follow me for a while, but I got better things to do and bigger fish to fry. Oh jeez, I've completely burned off my stamina. Right. Are they still pursuing me? Oh yeah, I'm ready if you are, Luna. The other trolls can chase me all they want, but it won't do them any good. Well, the Yoshi ended come into play.
It's really coming down. Be all sorts of bad if my guitar got wet.
This thing? Challenge.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chainsa.
Oh yeah, we fought this thing
Shapes
before.
of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment.
Let's bring these things down.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Here comes flying.
Order guide you.
Whoa.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures
bringing out
become
Zhongli.
simply helpless.
Popos are in a sink. Avoid danger as much as possible.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Here it comes.
Terra Smash!
There is no escape!
Gather!
Oh jeez, how am I so low? How am I so low?
Power core!
I hate when I try to contribute, but I'm only hurting myself by attempting it.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
That's not inventory. 1 and 2. Continue. Oh jeez, wow. Yeah, giant bubble of water. Leads to further bleeding.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Oh jeez.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Get in. Say, where did you go?
Terra Smash!
Go on, keep going.
As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water
That's the
will
end of the fight.
exist forever.
Open up. There we go. 2 more cleansing hearts. That should be enough for an ascend for Barbara as soon as we get the confirmation of that. Which we can.
La-da-da-da. Oh, thank you so much for your support.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I guess I'll give you everything that I have here. And we'll get you on the path to being built up next.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
And of course, I also need to get her appropriate weapons, but that's all stuff I can do off screen. Yeah, that's all stuff I can do off screen. Yeah, it'll be a while before I can build her up because I've been wanting to make sure that I have other backup characters in the being close to her as well. Okay, yeah, you've left the format, so I can go back to resuming having fun with Dainsliff. Of course, I have to come out of co-op mode. Yeah, I'll do one more quest for tonight and then we'll call it. Yeah, thanks there, Luna. Yeah, restoring my world, but it's taking its sweet time doing it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, also almost looks like I'm floating in midair. Okay, back to Wolvendom. Yeah, thanks for the assist. Oh. Yeah, I also need to make sure I can ascend my weapons as well when that opportunity presents itself. Ugh. Okay, up we go. Oh, I'm being pursued. Too bad for you, I have to be on my way. Better luck next time. Oh, hello, wolf hooks.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up
I
ahead?
hope you're right.
We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Higher? Oh, he's over this side, okay. Yeah, you're just chilling over here. Where, with this thing.
Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf king of the north, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
Yeah, are you familiar with it?
No, nor does it know me.
Yet.
I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
Well, where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell.
I had a feeling it might be something weird.
Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Alright. Look for clues related to the Abyss Order and Momentum. So it's pointing me back over this direction. Let's see what we can find.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Looks kind of scary. Let's beat them up first.
Oh, take this. Yeah, put you on overload. Ow. Oh.
Dodge this. This move will be frozen in time.
Get rid of the little lackeys here. Oh, oh. I hate when I give him a boost. Oh, run, 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 run.
Oh, to dust!
Oh.
Cool it!
I'm putting myself a great harm to attempt this!
Terra Smash!
Where did everyone go? Oh, okay, the big guy's dead. You're over here in the meantime.
Amp it up! Feel the beat!
He's going down.
Whew, that's that.
Ooh.
Let's go check out that bonfire.
Investigate.
Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
None of that, I'm slowly getting burned. Yeah, if I really wanted to. No. Okay, you didn't get it the first time. Yeah. One of those, and Razor, you can have 2. Hold on, what the? Oh, I thought I saw a prompt there. I guess I was seeing things. Well, I'm not seeing things. At least I'm finding wolf hooks. Oh, of course, this is right for Jinyan. Oh, did I do this one already? I may have already. Back when I was still using Amber. Okay, apparently you can, I can use this if I'm allowed. If I'm allowed! Okay, go.
And there's another one of those bonfire spells. Looks like the Abyss really has been around here.
Oh jeez, and just in time?
Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them
And just
out,
in time.
quick.
What's the...
You know what the hurry is. Don't be such a troll.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Freeze.
Alright, go. Gonna blow you all away. Alright, that's... Oh, we're considered to have finished already, alright. Well, then we'll head on back. Yeah, we can just use the high ground to our advantage. And then cross on back. Alright. So...
Have you finished searching?
We have.
I searched around these parts and found some signs myself. But they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North.
Really?
We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
Certainly.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Oh, jeez. Like, wow, do we really have to go there too? Okay. Storm Terror's lair it is. If nothing else, I can get a heal from the statue. Yeah, if nothing else, I can get healed by the statues. Single team floors of the abyss. Okay. And meanwhile, heals. Do I have any more ammo? I do. Yeah, it is at level 8 now. And I guess we can also resonate with the ammo again. Since we'll be in this territory for a while. And get ourselves healed up. There we go. And then we have that over to where Dane stuff is. Okay. So yeah, you're out here on the bridge.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair.
That's right.
But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point.
I guess.
In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's almost going on 20 streams now.
The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin?
Actually, no.
If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Alright. Let's go inside then. Go deeper into Storm Terror's lair. Hopefully we won't be harassed by too many Helichurls. Hello there, Blue Horn Lizard, how are ya? Oh, where does specifically they want me to be positioned? They want me to go over here, okay. Yeah, I was thinking he was gonna be in the middle somewhere, but no, he's literally on the opposite side. Right over here, to be precise.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
I guess we know what we're doing then. Hey, you! Yeah, Yeah, that'll freeze you out.
Oh, so sorry.
He waits the whole of you. Then do this. Yeah, that'll teach you. No. You want the mage to die first.
Dodge this.
We're going in for the kill, and we're getting it. Oh, but there's another. Oh, jeez. We didn't put a stop to your shenanigans. And your friends somewhere. While I'm dealing with doubles.
Freeze.
Okay, you're down. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Disappear.
Ooh. Oh. Take this. It's a bit of a frenzied push right now.
Get back.
Haha, you missed. Oh, you didn't though.
Dodge this.
Okay, you're dead. Oh, really?
Feel the beat.
Yeah, I got you. You're dead.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
I wouldn't
exactly
call
does
not
it look
having to
like?
gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
Yeah, speaking of experience.
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She
is no longer with you.
No longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel.
We certainly do.
Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we?
Don't we already have that?
Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's one-man restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Yeah, can't get ahead of ourselves.
Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end.
If and when.
While you're still traveling, you should...
Oh, what's that look of shock on my face? Sounds something familiar on the cliff?
Huh? What's familiar?
I felt it for a moment the previous time we came here too.
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
Like the Abyss.
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
How much longer is this gonna take?
Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Yeah, catch up to Danestiff. And hopefully this doesn't take too much longer. Alright, up into the air. Flying, climbing, going to somewhere. There he is. Let's have a look.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
It's nearby. Ooh.
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
Oh, so you've been here before?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh?
Yeah, you got a lot on your mind.
Footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
No, I guess not. Examine it. Nah, it looks so sad. But then... Oh, hello. Oh, I'm having flashbacks to the start of the game. Yeah, then I got entombed and banished to this place.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out.
I could feel her.
Huh? You mean your sister? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Wow.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Yeah, I have to get to the bottom of...
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not?
Yep. Well,
at least you now
just
know
begun
that she
as
is
in
still
played for
on
more
this
than
world.
60 hours.
At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself.
And I will find her.
Yes. And this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again. After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
So yeah, I guess he's served his purpose for the time being. That one's checked off. So what were the other quests that I still need to do? So yeah, the unexpected quest. Yeah, I still need to get these things to checked off. Yeah, those are all things I need to still get checked off. Yeah, and there's also these things too that I have not yet attempted to do. Yeah, there's still quite a lot I can get done. But yeah, this is a good point for us to call the stream here, and so thanks Luna, Elizabeth, Charles for all of your help here tonight. It's always appreciated. It's always great to see all of you, and I hope that we can reconvene again. I should be back here again on Thursday in order to continue on with the story, doing whatever it is we need to do in order to get everything necessary in order to get myself the opportunity to go to Inazuma. And don't know how long that'll take, but it'll always be great to see all of you, and I hope that we can get everything done. Plus, getting Barbara leveled up as well will now also be essential because you guys are really encouraging me to swap Razor out for her. So I'll do everything in my power to make that happen, and I will see just how much progress we can get when I join you again on Thursday. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Genshin Impact Live here on Twitch. and I will look forward to seeing all of you here again next time. So, thanks everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the lights.